Hi guys, welcome to Counterpoints. My name is Connor, and today we're going to be breaking down the phenomenal series Andor. Cassian Andor is an anti-hero of the rebellion who is critical to their success and yet remains a morally gray character capable of incredible ruthlessness and cunning and incredible bravery and resilience. Cassian was born on the planet of Kenari, a habitable planet in the mid-rim border with the outer rim. Kenari was rich in forests and mineral deposits, its material wealth attracting mining corporations who strip mined the surface. These would lead to industrial and environmental disasters that would sometimes kill the adult population of entire communities. The adults would die at the work site, while their elderly and children survived in villages further away. Cassian was orphaned in one such incident and was helping to raise his sister Carrie. Reliant on themselves for survival and cut off from the rest of the galaxy, the adolescent survivors foraged and hunted as necessary. A Republic transport corsair crash lands on Kenari, prompting the teenage hunters to investigate. Let's take it from there.
Marzutem, borne se vyhazá, bornu! No kde mám? Mám tě vyčutit!
Vapor density acceptable. Airborne concentration minimal. No detectable gas toxicity.
There. Are we satisfied?
Let's get that console unit.
Maybe we should quit while we're ahead.
Are you listening? It's safe. Whatever it was, it's burnt off. Just get your mask off.
Time, not gas. We said 20 minutes tops. I don't want to know what that is.
There must be at least 6 brand new fuel nodules up ahead.
We got more than we can carry already.
What's the asking price of those today, B?
For sale or barter.
Are you kidding? We need to leave now.
Could be anything.
Well, in that case, by all means, let's power forward. I like your spirit, son. You just might not want to be here when they come to clean up.
Quédate! Ale callo! Ale caso!
He doesn't understand you.
Republic frigate approaching.
Callo! Demasiade!
It's going to take 9 minutes to get back to the hauler.
And leave him here? Is that what you're suggesting?
Let him run.
Barere!
We're trying to help you.
Ale callo!
Where's the Republic ship?
Orbiting now.
Go kill him.
He'll kill us!
B, get me the drowser.
No, Mother, no!
Shut up, Clem.
He's got people here!
Yeah, people who've just killed a Republic officer. It'll be open season here the moment that frigate lands.
Cassian follows his tribe to the crash site and clearly admires their leader, Mulaney. Mulaney leads from the front to approach the entrance to the crashed ship. It appears as though there is a biochemical leak that has killed most of the crew, turning their skin yellow. A crew member that appeared to be dead, but who made it furthest away from the ship, awakens and assumes that Mulaney is hostile. He blasts her in the back. I've been over this before, but Star Wars blasters are not laser pistols or rifles. They're actually plasma weapons. Blasters will be fueled by blaster gas that is put into a chamber. A laser will cook the gas into a superheated liquid gas state and then fling it out as a bolt. It is a common technology with nearly every civilized planet arming their security forces with these weapons. Depending on the planet, blasters will also be available for civilian use for self-defense or hunting. The blaster bolt kills Mulaney near instantly, and the Kenari tribe open fire with their blowguns in response. Blowguns are ancient but simple tools made from hollow reeds that fire wooden projectiles. These projectiles will often have a sharp tip dipped in poison obtained from venomous flora or fauna. The shot of a single dart is enough to stun or kill small animals, but for bigger game, including humans, multiple penetrative shots are needed to incapacitate or kill. Cassian enters the ship, and enraged for Mulaney, he starts smashing control panels. Marva and Clem Andor enter the ship alongside their beloved and loyal android B2. They are skilled mechanics from the planet of Ferrix who scour nearby systems for any unclaimed salvage of value. In this trade, they may occasionally ignore the property rights of corporations or the ethics of cannibalizing a recently crashed ship, but they do operate as morally as they can in a twisted galaxy. Marva pushes Clem to investigate the ship more deeply, where they find Cassian. Marva reasons that a Republic frigate is on the way, and not only would Cassian be killed for the death of the crew member outside, but the Republic may even engage in a reprisal campaign against the locals, hunting and killing Cassian's tribe. A little bit of editorializing here, I absolutely love that the Republic is portrayed as short-sighted and vengeful, and not a clearly moral actor. It adds a lot of depth to the fall of the Republic into the Empire. Unwilling to leave Cassian to this fate, Marva knocks him out with a sedative. B2EMO helps the Andors haul the scrap back to their ship. As a ground mech droid, it is his job to be a moving toolbox, mechanical consultant, and hauler, a duty which he faithfully performs. Cassian awakes on the ship, with Marva and Clem as his new adoptive parents, heading to the planet of Ferrix. The Andors raise Cassian as their own, only telling close friends of his origins. Kenari was later destroyed in a mining incident that rendered the planet uninhabitable, presumably killing the entire population. The planet was quarantined and ultimately abandoned by the Republic and subsequently the Empire. This grim fact overwhelmed Cassian with guilt. Despite being thankful that his adoptive parents had saved him, he was filled with rage and sadness at the fate of his sister. As a product of this guilt, if he ever hears of a girl from Kenari, he will track them down, hoping against hope that she made it off planet. He travels to a brothel on Morlana 1 to see if he can track her down. While there, he gets into a squabble with local private security. His hostess skips the sentries on purpose due to their haughty and assuming demeanor. She dismisses them at playing at law enforcement, while all they effectively do is perimeter patrols and check identification, the lowest rung of authority on the planet. Cassian finds this amusing, which upsets the sentries. The girl from Kenari left months ago under a pseudonym, and since Cassian is trying to track down someone rather than being a paying client, the hostess asks him to leave. Cassian does leave, but the sentries pursue him outside. Let's take it from there.
Hey! Warlow! Slow down! Stop! Stop right there! You're in Primo corporate zone, you know that, right? Employees are required to present their IDs upon request. Oh, then you didn't park out past the causeway, did you? Sure hope not. That's off limits to visitors. We'd have to fine you. Yeah, I mean, you know about the visitors curfew, right? Yeah, we'd have to impound your ride. Tough break. What have you swam over? You swim over, Scrono. Nah, he's not lapping anymore. If you've got Corpo ID, now would be the time to pull it out. We'll have to see it, big stuff. There you go. I got 300 credits in my coat pocket. Wow. What are the chances on that? That is almost exactly what it costs to cover the fine. It's so in charge of our personal processing fee. Everybody's lucky night. Let's have a look at it. I'm not moving. You wanted, you take it, and I walk away. I don't need any surprises. Oh, that's it. Oh, the pocket. Tell me now! Tell me what to do! Let's hear it, boss! Get up! Get him up! Get him up! Move! He's not breathing. No. Furlough! Furlough! He's faking! He's not! Furlough! You didn't mean it. He fell. We had a misunderstanding and we're going together. We played too hard and you didn't understand and he tried to grab you and he fell and he hit his head. We're going together. I'll tell him what happened.
Derisively calling Andor a scrono and informing him that he would be in violation of a visitor's curfew if he wasn't an employee of Preorx Marlana and that he was parked outside the official parking zone, the sentries detained Cassian. The Consolidated Holdings of Preorx Marlana was a corporation in loose control of several planets. They were involved in a variety of trades, including complex manufacturing, industrial chemicals, and salvage. They were primarily based on Morlana 1, but also had outposts and operations on other planets. While the hostess was condescending to the sentries, Cassian cannot afford that luxury. He cannot afford to be detained or have the vehicle taken, but he can afford a bribe. When a sentry pulls a blaster on him, he offers them 300 credits, which the sentries laughingly admit is the exact amount of money they would need for a fine, a tow, and a personal processing fee. Andor would like to give them this money while not making any furtive gestures so they don't have an excuse to kill him. The sentries close in order to take the cash, and Cassian decides he's going to attack. Now, what motivates him is up for debate. There is certainly a chance that the sentries could have taken the bribe and let him walk, but there was just as likely a chance that they could have taken the cash, pocketed it, and detained him anyways, and there's also another chance that they may have just killed him and claimed self-defense. As a lowly salvager from Ferrix with no corporate identification, no official reason to be on Morlana 1, on a cold, wet night on the outskirts of a company town with no witnesses, who would be able to defend Cassian? Not just that, but the sentries are drunk and angry. One of them has pressed a pistol to the back of his head, and when Cassian tries to turn around to look, he gets pistol whipped. If that was sufficient reason for Cassian to believe he was on the verge of being incarcerated or killed, it's enough for him to make a move. With incredible speed, Cassian knocks out the junior sentry with a reverse headbutt. He pushes the blaster forward so as to avoid a shot, and wrestles for the gun. He throat punches the senior sentry and slams him into the ground, knocking the wind out of him. He wrestles the pistol away and orders the two sentries to their feet, but there's a massive problem. While only having been hit with a reverse headbutt, the junior associate is dead. This is because being knocked unconscious over a hard surface is incredibly dangerous. When your body loses control of itself, it can fail to support your skull and slam your brain into the ground. This can cause a traumatic brain injury, internal bleeding, or a lethal amount of swelling. The senior sentry begs for his life and gives Cassian a terrible choice. The senior sentry says that Cassian can surrender. They can go in together, and in exchange for Cassian's mercy, he will say it was an accident. This will likely result in Cassian receiving a reduced sentence, rather than a lengthy incarceration or even execution. However, Cassian cannot take this risk. Not only is he giving up his freedom to find his sister, not only is he subjecting himself to judgment and incarceration, but the sentry could change his mind at any moment. He could plead for mercy with Cassian one moment, and betray him the second he was incarcerated. If Cassian flees, it is even more likely that the senior sentry will just be a hostile witness of this homicide and want revenge for the death of his partner. He cannot turn himself in, and he cannot flee with the sentry alive, and so Cassian makes the vicious choice. He puts a blaster bolt into the sentry's head and flees the scene. Cassian is now a wanted man. If you want to support the channel, please remember to like the video, share it with your friends, ring the bell for new videos, and comment for the comment gods. Your viewership helps me in the algorithm and is appreciated. Also, go check out Counterpoints 40K and Sci Fi while you're at it. If you want to take your support a bit further, please become a YouTube member or join us at patreon.com/counterpoints. Check out the other videos on the channel, support our sponsors, and I'll catch you in the next one.